We're going to look at this passage that I love in the book of Isaiah, where God's talking to the people of Israel, and he says, you shall be a crown of beauty in the hand of the Lord, a royal diadem in the hand of your God. You shall no more be termed forsaken, and your land shall no more be termed desolate, but you shall be called, my delight is in her, and your land married. For the Lord delights in you, and your land shall be married. For as a young man marries a young woman, so shall your sons marry you. And as the bridegroom rejoices over the bride, so shall your God rejoice over you. So God says, this land, people call it desolate. People say, this is forsaken by the Lord. And God says, no longer will your land be forsaken. No longer will you be called like this desolate place, but rather the one who says, your land is married. And then it has this like really weird spin that I think is so fun, that it says, your land will be called married and your sons will marry you. And so one day I was studying this and I was just thinking about that picture of marriage and what that looks like, and just kind of wanted to play that out with you. So think about this idea of marriage. What does marriage entail? And I was looking that day at some different wedding vows to just think about, what does it mean that God says your sons will marry you to a land? And I looked at these like traditional Jewish vows, and they are so powerful. It says, I betroth you to myself forever. I betroth you to myself in righteousness and in justice, in love and in mercy. I betroth you to myself in faithfulness, and you shall know God. And so think about what it is to say to a place, your sons will marry you. And to have that phrase of, you shall see God, that we're image bearers. And so to say to a place that we live, you shall see God because of the way that I live my life in this place. And so I think about, too, like marriage, obviously not for everyone, but for a lot of people, marriage equals babies, right? And so new life comes. And think about what that is when you say to a place, I marry you, and I'm committed to seeing new life come forth from you. That the story of places that I live would say, you shall no longer be called desolate, because I am dreaming new dreams with you. I'm birthing new things because of like the way that I've committed my life to a place. And I think, like, I don't know if you've seen marriages where you know that people are walking in the dreams of their lives better because they're married to the person that they're married to. And I think about like what that would be for a place, that the dreams that God has for a city would come to fruition because of the way that like your sons and daughters would marry you. Isn't that powerful to think about?